Have you ever seen something like this?
Here's the hot, goopy, drippy glass.
Ooh, no cut necessary.
Preheated the mold. And
That's a jumbo too.
A giant apostrophe.
Jumbolini.
It says Detroit because we're in Detroit, and tonight is
right
the
here?
3-1.
Easy, buddy.
It's kind of hot still.
Detroit show.
Now look at the letters as this cools down. You start to see the word Detroit coming out. Detroit. Here you start to see the blue edge coming out as it's cooling down. It's pretty much completely solid right now, but this is how we actually make, and this is an old sewer cap, our Detroit puddles that are listed on the website. We make custom stands for them. So this is a little bit larger, maybe 30% larger than our traditional ones. I'm gonna go put it into the annealing oven.
You're living off the edge with that. It looks awfully slippery.
That just gets tucked right in there at 1,000 degrees. Maybe it's, if I gotta guess without looking at it, maybe 906.
It went down to 898 because we opened the doors. Introduce the crew. There is Bess. We've got Oliver and Chris in the house.
Howdy, everybody.
Jacob in the house. My name's Michelle. I'm behind the scenes. And tonight is show 313.
But it is a 313 show, which means Detroit's area code. So we're representing tonight. We'll have a poll for you on the next piece after the next piece.
Tell them.
But this piece is going to be a great piece. Red Wings themed. This will be the members piece. We'll put that puddle up, that 30% larger puddle for sale. The one you've seen on the show will be hand signed. But this piece Chris is making here will be the member exclusive piece. We wanted to start with the Red Wings because obviously we're super Red Wing champion fans around here.
Amazingly enough, Jake's hand is on this. Isn't it hot still?
Yes, I put my robotic hands on for this move. Don't scuff the jersey.
We do have these stands. Each one is hand poured, as you just saw. We have a little Michigan version.
Hello? Beautiful.
Oh, that's crispy.
So we're going for a hockey puck style foot.
Recycle and black?
Recycled black. And we didn't really explain the design of this Red Wings mug, but I really got a tasty idea, everybody. It's gonna be all red body with the vortex of the white from the winged wheel. And we're gonna put a thick black foot that I'm gonna texture the outside to resemble a hockey puck. And then once we putty it up, we're gonna put a white lip wrap on it, and then we're gonna put a tentacle of the amazing, famous, bright purple octopus for the handle. Because we all know that the octopus is the way to go.
Welcome to the show. Will you describe where we're at and what we're doing?
Yeah, this is in our studio, 14,000 square feet in Dearborn, Michigan. But we do this show once a week. Started with twice a week back in the COVID era. Look at that. And this is the gathering point, folks. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it looks exactly like a puck.
That's amazing. That's perfect.
And you see the move he did there to squish it out wider than the cup and then squish it with the file back into place, and it's literally a hockey puck down there, except for the fact that it's glass. We do these shows once a week, 2 hours long. Everything's for sale on the show if it's not already sold. And Oliver brought over a beautiful transfer punty so that they can open up the other side of the vessel. Just take a look at that.
If you'd like to support the Glass Academy show, reach out to us here at the Gathering Point
Yeah.
because your sponsorship could make this show happen.
Oh yeah, look at this. Hot and gooey. Oh yeah. And you can only work on these handles for so long because the body of the mug is cooling down and ready to explode at any moment. That's the purple. That's octopus purple. Chris wants to experiment on this show and use this glow-in-the-dark color that he's purchased and used for a special job. So we're gonna give that a shot here.
Jake's using this hand torch to heat up the end. You have to start super slow and super gradual.
Kind of feel like I could cast a spell with this thing. All right, here we go.
Small little dab of glass and then the little poker. The base of the mug is cooling, so it's got to be flashed between. The glass in Jake's hand, it's taking a lot of heat to heat up. Maybe you want to do 16 tentacles down it, but that's going to take a long time, and it's also going to be very difficult to do. So we'll see how many they get on here.
Finger sizzler, ouch.
Yeah, you got to do it sideways. Heat rises, and Jake's fingers are getting the old treatment.
I'll get one more, I'm ready. Here's one more. That is really cool looking. I think it looks good.
One more strip down the middle.
All those suction cups on that octopus original 6 tentacle are glow in the dark. And remember, the piece you're seeing right now on the pipe is bright red, like my jersey. We're gonna put a GA stamp on there. Should we make it out of glow glass?
Once it's finished, it has to go into this box over here, the cooling oven.
Yeah, the
We
door.
showed you earlier, it's around 900 degrees. And throughout the evening, when we leave tonight, it will cool. So by morning when they come in, the pizzas are finished.
Whee! That's a nice one, folks. I'm telling you, let's go Wings. Just the energy from that, it's gonna be a winner game. 4-2. My prediction, 4-2.
We are a private studio. This is something we choose to do. Doesn't cost you anything. You are watching a glass blowing show called The Gathering Point, something we invented during the pandemic. Over here is the Michigan Room. So this is our new event space, and we are now serving beverages out of this space. So if you are local, you can come here on the weekend, and when classes are happening, grab a beverage.
All right, I got a blowpipe here. It's red hot. This particular color pattern, similar swirl to what Chris did, but we're gonna encase it in clear. So I'm gonna pick up 3 different colors, white, a deep blue, and then the lion's super gray. We call it shark gray around here. And I'm gonna get them all going, and then we're gonna make it happen.
This is where we house the glass. It's in a furnace that holds about 300 pounds. and he just scoops out what he needs. That's probably, we've measured it before, like maybe 3/4 of a cup. Our color station is over here. All the trays are filled with various colors. We prep all the colors we need for the show. Subscribing doesn't cost anything. It's free, and it just kind of boosts our channel a little bit. Lets us know that you guys are watching. We've got, 2, 4, 6 of us working tonight to put on the show for you. It is not a TV station, although some of you are watching on YouTube, on your TVs. The coolest part, though, is it's an interactive show. When we did our spring show, I had many customers come in and say, "Oh, I watched you on the show." And I said, "Well, do you comment?" And they said, "No, I'm too shy." But you know what? No one else knows who you are. You can comment and they'll be like, "That was Bob or Mary or Sandra."
We also love our backseat viewers. We're gonna go for 3 super vortexes here. Then we gotta tuck it all together because with 3 different colors, 3 different melting temperatures, and going for something that's symmetrical and equal walled in thickness, we do not wanna have a bunch of pockets of extra dense color with texture on the outside. If we tried to blow the bubble out right now with all this action, it would be a really treacherous thing. I'm gonna just hustle over there and get right to the marver, and it's gonna be hot and juicy.
So what are you asking us to get out of the way?
Just keep an eye out.
I'm gonna watch my toes.
Ooh, that's a double dunk. Triple the amount of glass, right to the table. Squishing it all to the bottom. I don't want thickness up in the lip. We don't want you to be losing any beverage when you're drinking. So this kind of solidifies the top, pushes all that clear to the bottom, and this is a pretty nice tech move for those amateur glass blowers out there and the experienced ones. It's a difficult move because you've got to finesse the glass and the hottest glass down to the bottom. And when you blow the bubble out, because there's hotter glass down there, the bubble wants to go through the thick spot. So the trick to doing this is finessing your angles and your temperature and blowing it out at the exact right moment so that the side walls blow out more than do the bottom. So you've got a bottom heavy situation. So take a look, folks. This color blue shows really powerful. The gray's in there and the white's in there behind everything too. And this color pattern just turned out pretty ridiculous. Yes, one more squish. You got the cap on. That's good on the squish. Cap off.
We're going to be punning it up, which is the small gather glass that you put on the end of the rod, and you attach that to the bottom of the vessel, and you can break it off the blowpipe and hold it with the punty rod that has the punty on the end.
Now we're gonna go for a clear lip wrap on it, and then we gotta pull out the color that's gonna be the super ultra lion's mane super handle. This is the trimming of the lip, the pluckage, and the snippage. So we got a beautiful shape here, nice tall mug, and doing that longer shape and having that thick bottom on there, putting a little extra work into puffing out this top area. We're pretty much looking really good.
So groovy.
All right, so the concept here, folks, is that we're gonna represent the mane of this lion, and it's gonna be a rounded mane with a bunch of fur and whatnot plastered onto the side of the mug, and then from that mane's gonna come out the head, the thicker top of the handle, and the tail will be on the very bottom. Okay, I'm ready.
shears in water because they will start to heat up. He's snipping it kind of like the gnome beards, but slightly different. It's not in swirls. The lion's mane.
We do have a lion's mane drink behind the bar.
We're talking to vendors. We're making some mixed cocktails. We've got some fun things coming for you guys in the future where we've made drinking glasses that match the beverage inside of them, and we're going to have some shows that feature this. So stay tuned. All right, Jake's concentrating hard.
Yes, thank you.
And he's got his straight shears. He's cutting it. There are sharp edges now, but when he goes to reheat this, they'll smooth right out.
No way.
It's true. Heat rises, so when he's trimming above him, I know he's feeling that heat on his hands.
So that's a main symbolizer. That's going to be an iridescent gold. It just looks amber now, but it'll lose some of its translucentness once we give it the bling bling at the very end of this piece.
The hot glass is bright orange, sticks easily to the mane of the mug. This is a lion's mug. Doing a little carving into the glass, then using the tweezers, you will wrap the handle around. See how it's still orange? It's gotta stick while it's hot. Look at that. The hollow handle makes it really light, feels nice on your hand. So if it were a solid handle, sometimes it could possibly fall over because the mug cylinder would be thinner than a solid handle. So solid handles serve many purposes on a mug, and using a pipe is a nice way to shape it so it makes every edge round.
Nice thickness up top, symbolize the head of that lion a little bit more. You know, it's a blown handle. If you make a solid handle this big, it would be a lot of weight up top. So that's why we're not sculpting a full lion's head out of solid glass up there. Here comes the tail finisher.
You can see why each of these mugs is handcrafted one at a time, why no two are ever alike. Even if Jake was to work on this all day and do multiples, the style of glass blowing we do, each one would be unique. That color pattern would be unique. The amount of snips would be unique. The torch here to heat a specific area.
Never made a mug like this, folks, before, but pretty lionsy. Here comes the reduction, so now we're gonna make that entire lion's portrait metallic. Look at that. We'll do one more, but I also don't want to overheat the blue in the body. This is a really soft body mug here, and so a couple extra seconds and it could cause some issues. Let's get this thing off the pipe and right in the box for the evening where she belongs. That is one metallic looking lion. It looks like some sort of super ornate bathroom handle at some like really fancy hotel. Can't believe how gold that is. I felt like our gold for a while was getting a little bit on the light side, and this one just turned out powerful, and it's reflecting that blue, super nice.
Nice one. That turned out real slick.
That was a sweat inducer.
Super nice.
First tonight, let's go over the question. Do you remember what a party line is? If you share your answer with us, you're gonna send that to enews@glassacademy.com where you can win prizes and all kinds of good stuff.
Hi, Scott. It's great hearing your voice again.
Janet, is that you?
These people, like thousands of others throughout the country, have joined the party. The Party Line. It's one of the easiest and most enjoyable ways to meet new people. Don't sit home alone. Pick up the phone and dial 100-411-700 and 7 sevens. For only $1 a minute, join the party. The Party Line. 100-411-700 and 7 sevens. The Party Line.
When I first called the Party Line, I thought I would just check it out. You know, hear who else would call. Well, I just listened in.
Call the all-new Party Line at 1-900-999-DUCK.
The very first time I called, I found another reason to call again. And it's been that way ever since. Every time I call, I find another reason to call.
Call the all-new party line now at 1-900-999-DUCK. That's 1-900-999-DUCK. $2 for the first minute, 95 cents each additional minute.
What turns women on?
When it comes to membership and opportunity to support us and get bonus content and get all sorts of first picks and first looks at everything we do, the annealer reveal and everything else, it's a great thing. We have a membership that's available all year long at $8 a month, and you get the annealer reveal and all kinds of good stuff, and we actually send you stuff in the mail, what, 4 times a year?
4 times a year. You get coupons, discount coupons, you get annealer reveal, you get behind the scenes content that no one else knows.
That's right. And for the Loyalty League, which is $48 a month, you get a ultra bonus super gift, and that is there's only certain windows throughout the year. Michelle knows all the specifics of this better than I do, but I'm telling you about it. And that opens on May 20th, and you can become a Loyalty League member then. You get introduced into the collectible line of Marinis that we make. We're going to be going for our 3rd Marini coming up soon. You get some ultra signature products. As like the other one, you get the first look at products, first look before the star supporters, and it's really just an overall pretty cool thing. What do you got?
We're gonna need a little bit more time, I think. We actually got into a YouTube rabbit hole of looking up tiger attacks, and we don't know what we're doing yet. So we just need a little bit more time.
You guys are joking.
He's gonna grab the pipe. You're messing with us, aren't you?
All right, welcome to the Glass Blowing Show. This is the gathering point.
This is a tiger's mug.
Tiger's mug.
So you can see Oliver's going right into the orange, but that's a really tiny bit of glass. That's what we call it when you take an additional gather out of the furnace on a solid rod, and the intention is to bring over and apply to the original bubble.
One of the weird things when you're putting tiger slashes on a vessel that's tiger colored is you gotta imagine that those tiger slashes are gonna expand.
How does that work?
When I heat it up and blow them out, got some tiger scratch marks on there. They're looking good.
Bright orange with the blue body. This is the Detroit Tigers mug.
That blue is like glowing.
It's such a beautiful color when it's hot. When it's glowing, it's like a pink, electric, super power color with a blue undertone. And it's impossible to save that color. Back into the heat. These colors just look so good. Our palette of color, look at it sparkling. Oh baby, that's the blue.
pedestal, a Venetian pedestal put on here. Gonna be putting a baseball bat handle on there.
Oh yeah, look at that shape. It's gonna be a really cool move from Chris here, sculpting the baseball bat. He's gonna do it in a Venetian manner, and he's asked me to bring over a paddle. Look at that.
No way.
How many
Look at
of you
this.
guys-
Did you look at this?
putting it down so I can see the length. Let's set it right down on the bench. Oh, that's looking pretty good.
Yeah. Let's go.
And we're gonna be sticking it on. It's gonna be sticking further out and closer here. But we're about right. I'm gonna have that touching right there. So a small one there and a bigger one there.
It's gonna look so good.
That's so cool.
Okay, harder when you are, Ollie. Stay.
Oliver, you could probably get ready for a bonk, potential bonk, or straight shears on the neck.
Down. Right there. Tap.
You got to do that with speed and efficiency too. Sometimes you get lost in the moment putting on a bit like that, thinking really hard about how it's going on, making sure everything's the right temperature with the baseball bat and the two other bits, and you forget about the foot or the puntee down here.
Hey, we did release a video today. If you were on our email list, it's called Myth or Madness. Does bubble gum blow the same as glass? My name is Michelle, and today we're going to do a science experiment in this glass shop. Now, this is the Glass Academy. It's a really cool studio in Dearborn, Michigan. And I've got my friend Jacob Nordine here, and he's going to work with us to try some of these experiments, some of which you can actually do at home.
It's gonna be pretty sweet.
And Jake and I did some really fun experiments that you can try at home. So check out this video. It's under the video tab on YouTube.
Shows like these, and pretty much all the shows, they really start inspiring the creative process, and us, and hopefully you guys too. But when we're doing one-off pieces like these, we're coming up with them somewhat on the fly. Some of them have been pre-thought out pretty heavily, and you might be able to tell, you might not be able to tell. Pretty incredible where it went on the first shot. I do know that we could probably make this, if we made it 100 times like we did the gnomes, we'd probably be making the coolest baseball mugs that you've ever seen in your entire life. The design process is only one part of the entire process. You know, the fact that we actually have the capabilities here, the facility and the capabilities and the team assembled to be able to make something like this and stream it and bring the audio and bring the lighting and make it for sale too is really honestly takes about 313 shows to get to this point.
Isn't that the truth?
So they're going for the reduction. Up next is going to be the giveaway piece, folks. This piece is going to be for sale as soon as it's off the pipe and safely put into the annealing oven where it's going to cool down for the next 16 hours. Here comes a really tender tap with the bonker.
All right, who knows the Red Wings score? Because that's the first thing they're going to ask.
Red Wings score 1-0 still.
Oh yes, and what's the final team we haven't done yet?
The Pistons.
The Pistons.
Be the Pistons, baby.
The Detroit Pistons here in the Motor City. Pretty cool team name, the Pistons. And
is it pistons because like on a car there's pistons?
Yeah,
I've never put that together.
In an engine. We're going to do a basket weave net symbolizing round 8-ounce super mug. So we gave it one twist, 12 ribs, twist it up nice and tight together. I'm going to get this super hot again, tuck it back into the 12-point mold, give it a power blast, twist it one more time, and then blow it up into basketball shape. This piece could be in someone's hands for free next week when they enter the E-News giveaway. Squitch like a champion. Smackdown.
Oh no!
I got you good.
Can't believe I just got beat up by a rubber
It's better on the big screen.
A baby rubber hand.
So
This is like
good.
a super cute little car.
I agree, Mom.
Straight up.
Top-down solid handle. These handles move differently being solid. They hold their weight differently.
I'd say.
I don't even know if he
Come on
knows
now.
what's going on.
Wow.
Wow.
Been a hot minute since you did one of those.
It has been a hot minute since I did one of those, folks.
But it did turn out amazing.
The basket weave looks good.
It looks really clean.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for attending the show tonight. This was The Gathering Point.
Facts are the Red Wings are playing, and we're all in our Red Wings jerseys.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, but we had a great show. The Neela reveal, which is
Thursday.
Only if you remember. Can we say goodnight to our loyal fan base? please?
Goodbye, everybody. We
Good
love and
night.
appreciate you. Is this stuff kind of stiff? Gum moisture.
That's where I keep all my moisture.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the yurt. Are you talking about the Hulk's gash?
Yeah.
Gee.
Why do you throw octopuses on the court? The rink.
Hot and gooey. Kind of
So-
feel like I could cast a spell with this thing.
Just the energy from that, it's going to be a winner game. 4-2. My prediction, 4-2.
I think it's going to be probably 3-1.